I've been planning on this one for a while. This is my first fashion guru episode. You know what I'm saying? And I want to start it off the right way with a man who I met who helped me level up my fashion gear. What was it, about 3 or 4 years ago?
Yeah, about
Yeah. So
yes, sir.
the story goes, I shop at Backrack. I don't know if Backrack is still around. But they have really, really nice clothes, and I like the way they fit. And I started buying these Ferragamo shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I started, and that's my whole Ferragamo spot. So I was basically bringing the shoes, and you would help me pick out outfits and other shoes. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's not about me. It's about him. He's leveled up. He's come a long way. As you can see here now, he's got his own spot. Have the luxury fashion
Yes, sir.
for men.
Yes, sir.
And I want to let you introduce us. So go ahead, man. Tell them, let me know what's going on with you, man, in the little office, man. This is amazing. Go ahead, bro.
Absolutely, bro. I just want to say thank you for inviting me over and having this conversation with me, man. It's definitely a pleasure to be able to share, our story together too. You know what I'm saying? Because we both come a long way. It's more than just business. It's more like a friendship. It's a brother. That's how you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely appreciate that. But yeah, man. So ever since that store Backrack, like you mentioned, they went out of business.
Yeah.
And after they went out of business, I fell in love with the business, just putting people in, putting my taste and seeing the way people reacted to it. People really appreciated the craft behind it.
Yeah.
So, they went out of business, and I just kind of went on my way to do some research and, do something different. I wanted to really bring out my expertise and
Now, what do you consider your expertise to be?
my expertise, man, it's really just different from the rest of the I guess the community that we're in. Where we're at. Fashion is just it's gone. You know what I mean? Like we're especially out here in the United States, because I come from the Middle East or a lot of the Europeans. The European fashion was completely different than out here.
Yeah. I kind of so speak on that a little bit more. How do you feel it's different compared to? Because what I want to get to is I want to get to your fashion roots, like how you started having Afro fashion. Was it younger? Was it just
Yeah, so ever since, man, ever since I was a child, I've always had a sense of fashion. I always loved to dress nice, smell good, look good. I wanted to be, that one in classroom everybody's looking at. I wanted that. Everybody wants to dress like me. People come to me and ask me like, if this looks good with that, right? I always give my mom a hard time, like solitary. When it was I'm Muslim, so on Fridays is really like our church day. We go to mosque, and it's good to dress up just like people go into church. They like to dress nice and all. My mom would put me in clothes, man. It takes hours for her to put me on something, because I'll be screaming and crying and all of that, man. So it was young beginners, and I used to get my ass beat through that all thing, But that was a struggle, That's what I wanted.
That's what you do.
I wanted to look different. I had that sense of style in,
Yeah.
and but ever since then, man, I've just always wanted to look good, and this just happened to be the spot where it kind of like led me through this whole journey. Is when I started working at that suit store. It really, I had never known that that's what I wanted to do for my career, right? I never knew that I'm gonna be a fashion designer and have my own line and all of that. But yeah, I started working there, man, and it really drove me to do what I'm doing right now. It really it told me, man, I was in school. I never really liked school, and it was it was a struggle, convincing my parents that this is what I want to do. I saw how, like yourself, man, you really appreciated the way I was, putting stuff together. So I saw a bunch of those, feedbacks, and that's what really drove me to do what I'm doing right now. And drop out of school, and here I am, with my own custom.
Yeah, beautiful office, man. We're gonna get some definitely pictures and video on the backdrop. This office is fly, man. And so first of all, where are you located? Where
I'm in so we're located in Dallas, Texas, based out of Dallas. And we're got a nice private suite right off of the High Five, so everybody knows what
around 35
75, right close by the Galleria Mall. So yeah, and we will set you up for an appointment. You come in, man, you do your fitting, and it just goes from there. We do fittings, you choose fabrics, all of that. You know, you get to
That's all tailor made.
absolutely,
Like you said, dusting off the motherfucking show.
absolutely.
There you go. Yeah. So, and obviously you have some buttons here. You got some
Yeah. So yeah.
So let's talk about what sort of things you have right here.
Yeah, so this is kind of, you know, just a few pieces to kind of show you of what it looks like to come in here and have this experience. You know, you come in, we get your body measurements, take about 25 body measurements. You know, to get it to fit in that perfect form.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So and it minimizes as many alterations as possible that we got to do. You know, we make sure that you're satisfied with the way it fits, but at the same time, we want to be, you know, different looking, you know. So a lot of these fabrics, you know, you just take a look at the fabrics, get the feel of it, different fabric thread counts, different styles, different tones, all of that. So you choose your fabric, you choose your button.
And each fabric has a number.
Right. So it'll tell you, you know, the thread count. So a lot of times it'll say, you know, super 130, super 120. That's a different thread counts, and that gives you basically the weight of the suit and the life of the suit. How you know how long it'll last you, or the thread count is what really matters.
Okay.
Something like that, you know.
And so you got the buttons here too, man.
Right.
So
Yeah.
and no detail goes unturned. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
So you come in, you pick out your fabric, you
Pick out your fabric, you choose your buttons, you choose the thread in the buttons, you choose, you know, your lining inside the jacket, you choose all of that. You get to customize your suit literally the exact way you want it. Wow. Yeah.
So how long does that process normally take?
So it takes, you know, with the fitting and all, it takes anywhere from 4 to 5 weeks, just depending on the fabric, where I get the fabric from. But with the measurements, it comes in about a month. You know, about a month it comes in. We need to tweak some things, we will, and you know that's about it. You know, 4 to 5 weeks. That's the whole process.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, do you work with women also, or just probably just men, right?
Right now, just focusing on men.
Okay.
Right now, hopefully, you know, I've thought about it in the near future.
You getting asked about women, or
I do. You know, a lot of the corporate, because most of my clients are all corporate guys. You know, they work in the corporate offices, and you know, there's a lot of female women that they like to wear those kind of things. You know, so I get asked a lot. It's all about the right time. Just getting it at the right time.
So how does your day typically play out? You know, what time do you start? How do you end? I'm assuming it's out all over the place sometimes. So tell me, how does it?
Yeah. So you know, in my day, it's different every day, cause you know I'm on my own, so I don't have like a set time that I gotta be, you know, at work or anything like that. Cause it's all, you know, appointments. You know, I just set up appointments with every client, and it just goes from there. But as far as me, just kind of to keep my mind focused on what I'm doing and just stay on the grind and stay driven, is it just having a routine, like a morning routine. Just getting up in the morning, early in the morning. I get up early in the morning about, you know, 5 o'clock to do my you know, I do my 5 daily prayers. You know, since I'm Muslim, we've got 5 daily prayers that we gotta fulfill, right? So I get up in the morning, pray my first prayer, and that's how I start my day. You know, wash my face, brush my teeth. You know, just your regular daily morning routine, right? But I get in that faith and just focus and ask God. That's my time to ask God for whatever I want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it makes me feel, you know, safe, you know, and then I just ask him wherever I want and pray for him to just kind of guide me throughout whatever is about to go on in my life. You know what I'm saying? So I do that, you know, go to the gym, come back, eat some breakfast, and then head to work and come out here. And, you know, if I don't got clients, I still come out here to come up with something, you know, whether it's, you know, putting in orders, if I'm designing, putting in orders, or if I'm, you know, planning on, a lot of times if I've got some free time, like I said, I just walk around, I put on a suit, put on my tape map, walk around, bro. I go to North Park Mall, go to Highland Village, or just walk around and just have people, just like I said, come up to you and ask, what do you do? You know what I mean? There's a lot of these guys that go out and just ask, what do you do for a living? You know, like there's this one dude that just popped off on Instagram, just by going up to people at Highland Village and saying, "Yo, what do you do for a living?" You know what I'm saying? So people are always curious whatever it is that you're doing. If you look good, man, they're gonna come up to you. And I have a lot of these cameras that come up to me since I'm dressed so nice, right? So a lot of these period schemes people, they come up to you and they like, "Oh, are you open to something else in your life?" I'm like, "You don't even know me." Well, yeah, didn't ask that, but I wanted to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but that's about it, man. I just, like I said, if I don't have clients, that's what I like to do, to just go out there and network, right? Other than that, just come in, get dressed nice, dressed the part. Because if I don't dress well, I can't be looking scrawny when just talking. Whereas I'm selling these things, I'm putting these people in suits. So I want people to come in and be able to trust me fully, to be able to put them in whatever it is.
Now, most of your clients are referral
Right.
or word of mouth.
Yeah, it's all word of mouth. It's all word of mouth, because a lot of people think I get clients from social media or from online and stuff like that, which I get here and there. It's good to keep up with my Instagram,
Yeah.
LinkedIn, all that kind of stuff is good to keep up with that, because social media is strong. It helps big time. So, but most of my clients, like you said, it's all word of mouth. I work with a lot of corporate guys and high-end dudes that are, at the CEO level, CMOs, executives. So once these guys wear my things, a lot of their employees or wherever it is, they like to, look good as well. So that's most of my clientele, is all word of mouth. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Obviously, shoes are part of the whole ensemble you come together for your clients.
Yeah.
So talk about these, these pair of shoes, and then you got the red bottoms here.
So I do, just so everybody knows, I do, anything you can think of. I do shoes.
Oh shit, that's the name on the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh shit, man. Like picture that. You official, bro. Yeah.
So I do, like you said, shoes. I do suits, shirts, crew necks, polos, all of that. Tracksuits, even if you think about.
Oh, you do
traveling more casual.
Yeah, a lot of cats are wearing tracksuits nowadays.
Yeah. So
That's fly, man.
these shoes that you're looking at, these are all custom made from scratch, handmade, in Spain. So these are
Nice to make it stay.
Yes, sir. So these are top quality, top leather. You just choose your leather. This is all box calf. This is patent leather, from one like a tug smooth.
Those are my front.
Yeah. So you see all that red trim, all of that, the stitching. You literally choose all of that. You get to customize all of that. Yeah. Check out the line too.
Shoe tree. You got the shoe trees. You're talking about shoe trees up here. It's the details that matter, baby. It's the details.
It is.
So yeah, man. So check this out. So yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so you literally, you see, this is a type of loafer, for any formal event, wedding, galas, all of that kind of stuff. You get to customize this whole thing from scratch. You get to customize the base, the lining right here. It's all lining, the sole, the piping. See all the red trim. Just kind of complement the whole shoe. Bring it out there. You know what I mean? You really don't see this off the rack. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't really see something like this off the rack. Something like this. This is your more, classy cognac loafer. You always got the nice belt on front. Again, red bottoms. A lot of the clients love to do the red bottoms, or it says it pops out a lot for you. But again, custom made from Spain. You can do leather, suede, patent, literally any material that you could think of. We even have the exotic skins, like your crocodile skin, or stuff like that. So we can literally customize all that too. Yeah, man. So
Wow. So
yeah,
So how long does the shoes normally take?
shoes about the same time.
Same time.
About same time. Like I said, the whole process, it just takes anywhere from 4 to 5 weeks. Because again, you got to understand, this is a lot of craft that's going behind it. It's all being handmade by one person.
It's Italy. You're Italian.
And these are made in Spain.
The socks are in Spain.
Right. A lot of my suits are made in Italy.
Right.
And in England as well. So.
Right.
But yeah. So these are all made in Spain. So, you see all this detail stitching.
Yeah.
All of that. This hand painted by literally sold by their hand. You know what I'm saying? So it takes a while to put something like this together and to be able to perfect it And once you receive it, you see the quality behind.
Now, do you also do the belts to match? Can you make the belts inside the cereal?
Yeah. So we got belts that you can choose, and there's different styles of belt. You can choose the buckle of the belt, the color of it. If you want it to be gold, copper, all of that, you can do that. Stitching, same thing. So you can match it literally the exact same.
Wow.
With the shoe. Yeah, man.
Wow. Now, how long did it take you to find all your suppliers? And was that well, let me back up. Let me ask. Did you learn a lot of the inside game for backrack? Well,
No,
did you really on your own?
Not really, cause back rack, like you saw, it was all off the rack.
Yeah.
It was all, you just come in, we get your chest and waist measurement, and then it goes from there.
Yeah.
That's about it, right? So a lot of this stuff, man, I had to go on the back end and find it myself. Get on LinkedIn, getting on these groups, learning to find these manufacturers and trying to find these, the right manufacturers, because a lot of people, they just want to get anything.
Right.
So I was on a search to get the right manufacturer with the best quality behind it. You get what I'm saying?
Now this goes to your quality assurance, your QA process testing. So how did you, so I'm assuming they sent you samples, right? And you,
Right. Yeah. So I get samples. Most of the time, I like to make myself something to be able, cause I'm not gonna put someone in something that I wouldn't.
that you would sell yourself, right?
You know what I'm saying? So like the shoes, I had to order a few of them for myself, get the feel of it, see how I like it, if it's comfortable, if it's not, see the quality, the stitching, all of that behind it, and then be able to put it out there. You know what I'm saying? So it takes a whole process before me, sharing it with my clients.
That's why I was doing it. Yeah.
So absolutely, man.
Okay. Right. Wow, man. So it's really, really a one-stop shop.
Absolutely.
Everything you need here: suits, shirts, clothes.
Yes, sir.
And okay, so all right, perfect. Now let's get back to the Dallas fashion. We kind of got sidetracked talking about Dallas to your home country, which is still can't believe that shit. Yeah. Let's get back to here in Dallas. So when you're out and about and you're walking, do you how does somebody catch your eye fashion wise? I mean, what kids you? Okay, that guy got style. That guy got fashion.
Right.
I can
tell. Like as far as let's talk about suits. That's what I focus on is really suits. I got the shoes, I got the shirts, all of that. But what I really want to focus on is the suits, right? So if I'm walking around, if I'm in the mall or out and about, what I like to pay attention to is really the fit, because you can get, you can go to K&G. I don't know if pay these are cheap suit stores. You can get a suit from there.
Yeah.
And make it look good. Make it look like it's quality, right? They don't have the best quality, right? But you can make it look quality by the way it fits. Go to a nice tailor, a good tailor that's experienced, and have them tailor that suit together for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Make it look good and make it look, fit right.
Right.
So what matters before anything is the fit of the suit. You get what I'm saying? Because you have a lot of people that just want to buy brand names. Like I had customers that came to me and be like, "Man, I found this suit by Dolce & Gabbana," and they bring it to me to take a look at it and see the quality. And I'm like, obviously, there's quality behind it. Yeah. The fabric feels different, right? It's a Dolce & Gabbana suit. It's a brand name, so it's quality. But put it on for me and let me see how it fits you. It takes away from all the quality behind that suit. Cause he just wants to wear the brand name with, the Dolce & Gabbana or the Gucci print all over the suit, just to say that I got a Gucci suit on, right? But then his fit, shoulders off, the pants fit like, they under his shoes.
So let's hold on. You bring up a door. I want to talk about that, and I talk about this a lot with people. People think just because you're wearing brand names, it looks good on you and you could wear it. No, this is my opinion.
Absolutely not.
The person has to be solid to be themselves first.
Exactly.
You got to be you first.
Exactly.
Then it comes into tailoring and the customization with a fashion designer like you that comes in and sees the person, and they basically recommendation and build wardrobe like you did for me a back.
Right.
I came in, you saw me, this is what I had, make me fly, bro.
Right.
You check me out and put my shit together. And I think that's really important compared to somebody just going out there buying just because they got Gucci or Louis Vuitton or Ferragamo or Versace. That don't make you fly, dude.
No, it don't.
So go ahead and speak on that.
So yeah, it's back to my point. It doesn't make you look good just because you got, like you said, that brand name with you, right? So it's all about what fits you right, and because there's different bodies, different body colors, body types, and all of that. So you got to find something that really fits your body. You know, if you're a really big dude, I want to put you in a nice. I've got a lot of these pink suits or you know these mauve suits. I want to wear a mauve suit.
Yeah.
You know, just because you know unless you can put it together right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Anything is possible. Right.
Exactly. So a lot of times, you know, people come in with a vision that they think they want to do, right? And I tell them like, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, like, it's my recommendation. At the end of the day, it's your suit, right? It's
your money.
not your mind, your money. But at the end of the day, it's you know, is I'm gonna recommend you what I think is gonna look best for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I want you walking out here, and then people are just gonna look at you and laugh. You know. And it also goes back to me. I have my whole brand name on the inside of that suit or whatever it is, right? So I have my whole brand name. And if somebody asks what it is and it looks like total shit, you know, it falls back on me. So a lot of times I had to say no to people with certain looks that they had. You get what I'm saying?
It kept your ground. You had to stand like no.
Absolutely, because if you don't, man, you won't ever get nowhere. If you're just gonna do what people want you to do, you won't really ever get nowhere. You have to stand your ground, because I have a brand name that I'm building and I want to make it to I have a vision as far as what my brand really talks about. Right? You know what I'm saying? It's all about luxury. It's about looking right. You know, it's not just about like I said. You know, you come in, you customize however you want, but to a certain limit. I have my expertise and I have my vision that I want to put out there as well. You know,
so it's a compromise kind of, but it works out better for the customers and the client.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, I get it. Fashion shows. Do you go to fashion shows? Do you watch them on TV?
Yeah. I watch. You know, I'm always keeping up with the you know the galas, the Met galas, and the Oscars and all of that. I like you know. One day I'm gonna have somebody
rocking that shit.
Yeah, on that red carpet and wear something like that. You know, but a lot of times, you know, I like to watch those and you know be inspired by them.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people that I'm inspired by. You know, I like to go and look, and you know, I'm not shy to say that. You know what I mean? And I'm not just gonna pretend that you know I know it all, right? Because I know I know a lot, right? But you know, I learn on a daily basis from all these great designers that.
So let's speak on that a little bit more about learning education and fashion industry. I never really thought about it. Now you get my mind going. Is there's fashion schools, right? That you go to school for that?
Yeah.
How does that work?
I've seen something like that. You know, there's definitely fashion schools. Like I know a lot of people get degrees in fashion design and all of that. That's a whole different kind of ball game. You know what I'm saying? That's different. It just I feel like with something as far as like fashion goes, it takes really not really somebody teaching you like step by step. It takes you having the eye for it. You know what I'm saying? So myself, I never really went to school for any of that kind. I never went to fashion school, fashion design, all of that. You know, I never did any of that because I just personally, I feel like I had the vision and to just be able to put things together.
Yeah.
And like I said, just be inspired by what I see around me. You know, going back to, I like the 70s era. You know what I'm saying? Like going back to old fashioned 50s, 70s.
Yeah.
All of that. Just looking at those pieces and.
So you go back and let's inspire history.
Absolutely.
Fashion.
Oh yeah. So a lot of times you see me rocking these double-breasted suits, you know, the cuff pants, the pleated pants, all of that. You know, it's because I'm inspired by something, you know, back in time. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't really see that often nowadays. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man.
Wow.
So it takes.
That's what's up. All right. So if you could put a billboard anywhere and have any slogan you want that you think will have the most impact anywhere, what slogan would you put on it to make the biggest? Like if you had a slogan right here, not Hamandi, not Hambi, not today, just anything that you think that would make a big impact on anybody that drove by. So what would you put on it?
A big impact. I think, especially with the society we live in, I just say, like I say this. I don't know if anybody uses this quote or whatever you want to call it, just a quote or whatever. I just say it's all happening. You know what I'm saying? And to me, I always say that to myself, whether it's a good situation or if it's a bad situation.
Yeah.
I always remind myself that it's just all gonna happen because it's at the end of the day, it's what God chose for me.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Trophy.
So living in the life that we live in right now is, a lot of people with depression, anxiety, all that kind of stuff. So you just kind of want to feel like that'll just kind of remind people, like, it's all happening. Just
You gotta be patient.
patient
Yeah.
and just go back.
That's probably it. It's all happening at the end of that. Be patient.
Exactly.
I think that's
Exactly. That's what yeah, exactly. So I think
That's a lot of people don't have patience, man.
they don't. And people are not patient.
Yeah, they want instant gratification.
Everything right then and there, and that's just not how it works. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, think about how long it took you to build this.
Exactly.
I met you at Backrack 3, 4, 5 years ago.
I had none of that.
You had none of this.
No.
But you kept going. Now, and that's the reason why I want to come talk to you. Like, hey, this dude been grinding, man. Like, when you see people doing what you're doing, you respect it. You come back and you trust those guys. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. It took you a while to build this, but it took patience. It took a lot of also struggles. I was taking no money, no clients. Exactly. Am I doing this shit right? Is people gonna fuck with me? You know what I'm saying? All that comes back to self-belief and knowing who you are. You know what I'm saying?
Is that it? Because a lot of times, man, I felt like, it's been times where I felt like, like, am I supposed to even be doing this? Like, is this for me? I don't know if this is.
We all go through that.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I always just remind myself, like, no, man, you've come so long, so far along, and as you put in so much work. Yeah. And to me, I always, like I said, man, God doesn't just let that go unnoticed. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? All your hard work, maybe he doesn't want to give you it right this instant, but he's saving it for a better time.
Yeah, it takes balls to be an entrepreneur, not work for somebody.
Exactly.
It takes a lot of fucking balls.
Yeah, definitely, man. And I always worked under people, and I never really liked people bossing me around. So anywhere I worked, I had my own kind of way of doing things. Yeah. If I was working at companies and they had a certain, rule or process that they went about, I always had kind of my thought about how I would do it. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I go out of my way and break the rules and just kind of do it my own way and see what happens.
Yeah.
And if they come up to me, I'll be like, I just thought this would be a good idea.
Yeah. I think entrepreneurship is the realest shit out, man, because you can't, as an entrepreneur, you have to have a vision and you have to be like diehard belief in, like, if people are not going to see your vision,
nobody's going to
see it like And on top of that, I think, speaking of people, a reason why a lot of people don't do entrepreneur, they don't do it because they're scared to fail.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to be seen as a failure to anybody. It's like that so they'd rather, and to me, there's greatness in everybody. Everybody has greatness. Everybody has
they just got to see it.
They just got to see it. And a lot of people don't tell people that they're great. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people, they've never been told they were great. They were basically told to go to school, get education, get student loans, all that shit, come out, go work for somebody. And that's a cycle. That's a fucked up cycle, dude.
It is.
Because it's meant to keep society rolling. I get it. But those who break the cycle, they really find happiness. If they really keep going and they don't quit. Like, I'm a big Nipsey Hussle fan. You know what I'm saying? You know who Nipsey Hussle is.
Same.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And so,
unfortunately, I got into him after he
passed. Yeah. So if you look at my studio, you see I got a big poster of him up on.
Oh yeah, I seen it.
Yeah. So, to me, he's a living embodiment of never stop believing in yourself, keep going. He came from fucking Crenshaw, you know what I'm saying, Roller 60s, Crip, all that shit. And he kept going. He made Victory Lap. He made, the Victory Lap clothing.
Yeah.
And his music still bumps right now this day. Very motivated. You know what I'm saying? So if you keep believing in yourself, even when you ain't got no money, even when you fucking broke, your car's broke down, you ain't got no way to see how you gonna get to where you're gonna be, keep going.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Just because it's brighter on the other side.
Yeah, man. It's brighter on the other side. And I'd rather control my own destiny. So yeah, man, it's been a great episode. I'm glad I came. I'm pretty happy, which I'm definitely gonna be back, man. So let's be sure and get all of your contact information, your website, your Instagram, some phone number. Let's get all that. So first of all, the name is
Hamdi Luxury Menswear.
It's made just for you.
Made just for you.
Website?
Hamdeeb.com.
Spell it.
Hamdeeb.com. HAMDEEB.com.
Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
Instagram, just Hamdeeb.
That's very handy. All these links are on your website.
All of that handy.
All right, and we're located right off of
Dallas, right off of 635 at 75.
75.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful view. We've already covered that.
Appreciate that.
And appointment only.
Yes, sir. Okay, yes, sir. Appointment
So they'll give you a couple of them.
on the website. Show me a request, and we can make it happen.
There you go, man. So is there anything else you want my clients and our audience to know?
That's it. Just come on in and get fly with me.
There you go, man. You get fly with my guy, man. So we'll definitely be back. We're probably gonna go on some of those adventures. We'll go on some fashion adventures, some shit I've done, and then
Yes, sir.
we'll walk around, talk to people, and we'll go fuck have a good time with fashion. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely want to get more involved in this arena, man.
And we'll definitely get you in some.
Yeah. Well, matter of fact, we'll get me in the suit and 'cause I'm gonna be doing a lot more fly shit, man. Like it's and our souls and other galas and fashion shows and
You gotta look.
shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but on that note, man, J Rock, man, and
Oh, Andy, thank you.
you're out, man. Let's get it.